While print may be dying, the iPad is bringing the early edition back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to App a Day TV. I'm Diane Mizota.
And I'm Scott Rubin. You know, they say print is dying, Diane.
They do say that.
Do you have a newspaper, a printed newspaper that every morning you read?
I do, but I have to say most days it ends up in the recycling bin, and I don't read all the way through it. And
well, with the internet, that news is kind of old. You know, you can get the latest news right away on the iPad, your iPhone, but most of the time it's either a web page with ads and everything's kind of organized like a web page rather than a newspaper.
Okay.
Well,
so
the early edition was recently named one of the top picks by the Apple people on the iTunes store.
We like them.
And it is really, I mean, it's pricey. It's $4.99. But it does deliver a newspaper-like experience for all of your headlines. Now,
Okay, so how does that work?
okay, so really simple syndication, RSS. They are feeds that are little scripts that basically reside on servers on the internet, and they give you the headlines. So Google has a feed reader where you can pull in headlines from your favorite site, but it lists them kind of as a list, and it's just a big long list of headlines that you can then see a little preview of the story or click through to read the whole story on the website. What the early edition does is it takes your feeds and organizes them just like a newspaper. So you can read it like the morning paper. It organizes them, you know, kind of in a way that puts the picture for the headline. So it says, okay, this is the most important story, gives you a picture. And then once you click on it, it actually takes you to that story. You can swipe through the page just by swiping your finger across the screen, and it'll turn the page just like the iBooks app does.
Now, does it separate by sections, like food section, health section, business section?
They're your sections. So let's say you go to the food website or the food TV website and you choose to get the RSS feed from their newest recipes or their latest show description, or you go to the New York Times and you like the technology section. You get to choose what your newspaper is made of. So for me, it's got Boston sports news, it's got the Huffington Post headline, it's got Wired top stories, and then it's got stuff like FooBiz. I don't know if you know FooBiz, but it's all like inspirational art and design from all over the world. So people who kind of collect photo shoots from new ad campaigns or crazy, really artistic sculptures are all covered in the FooBiz blog. But now it's a whole section of my early edition paper.
So it's an aggregator for all of your favorite RSS feeds on the internet, turns them into a newspaper
Which is
format.
not a new thing. Lots of people do it. But this is all about style and giving you that kind of, I'm reading the paper. It's a familiar format that none of the other readers really do it. Like I said, it's $4.99. Some people think it's a little too pricey, but if you like that newspaper aesthetic, it really does a good job at it. The latest version integrates with your Google Reader, so if you have all of your Google feeds already set up, you can just import it once and they're all there instead of having to enter them each individually.
So this is an app that just makes all of your basic information look better. It feels like a newspaper. It's, You're paying $4.99 for the aesthetic.
For the aesthetic and for the layout, which I guess is aesthetic. Yeah, it's $4.99 for the aesthetic. But if you're a newspaper reader and you're tired of getting old news in your newspaper, this is a really good way to bring it into your new news. I'd like a few things. I'd like to be able to change the name of it from Early Edition to the Daily Scot. The Daily Scotsman would be kind of cool, or the Mizota Weekly.
Even more customizable.
More customizable. So check it out if it's for you. $4.99, I know it's a little pricey. There are a lot of free readers out there, but if you like the aesthetic, check out the early edition.
It does look really good. Really good.
See you next time.
Bye.